Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'll be fighting a 1,500-point battle between my Deathwatch and Neil's Demons of Tzeentch. So the story that we've got going on here is that this planet suffered a full-on demonic incursion, wiping out a lot of the population, but a distress call was able to be sent out, and the full extent of what was going on was delivered. So the closest forces that happened to be in the area were the Deathwatch forces. They were sent there to try to go hold the line against the demonic forces that are coming out of the warp here onto this planet, and they were sent to go take care of them and do what they could to try to hold the line as much as possible, so that the true demon slayers, by the time that the Grey Knights could get here to help out, if they could hold the line so it wasn't just a lost cause before the Grey Knights even got here. So that's the story that we've got going on. We are going to be playing an open war mission, which is why you may notice that the deployment looks a little wonky over here, because we drew the deployment right there. So our deployment zones are right up against each other. We also drew the twist mini pass to victory, so there are two objectives that we can play here. If you win, if you manage to succeed, if we get 1 and 1 for these, then we will be a tie at the end of turn 5. So that's what we've got here. So we have Kingslayer, which is basically adding up the power level, the power rating of any enemy units that were destroyed, doubling the total if you manage to kill the enemy warlord. And then the prize, which is an objective, basically the relic right in the middle there that you can get by ending your movement phase next to it. So that is going to be it. That's going to be the story. That's the mission that we're going to be playing. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two armies that are going to be fighting it out. Yeah. So for the Deathwatch, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a Watchmaster, a Librarian with a Force Axe, and a Watch Captain with a Xeno Phase Blade and Bolt Pistol.
My first time.
We have 3 veteran squads. We have 1 squad with a Black Shield with a Power Sword. We have a Sergeant with a Xeno Phase Blade. We have 2 Heavy Thunderhammers, 2 with Thunderhammer Storm Shields, 2 Terminators, 1 with an Assault Cannon and a Power Fist, the other with a Storm Bolter, a Power Fist, and a Melt-A-Gun. And we have a second squad with 4 bolt guns, 2 shotguns, and 2 Infernus Heavy Bolters. And the third squad has 4 bolt guns, 1 Stalker Pattern bolt gun, and 2 Deathwatch frag cannons. We have a 5-man Vanguard veteran squad. 1 guy has a Storm Shield and Power Maul. 1 has a Heavy Thunderhammer. 1 has a pair of Lightning Claws. 1 has a Grav Pistol and a Power Fist. And the last has a Chainsword and Bolt Pistol. We have a Venerable Dreadnought with twin las cannon. And last but not least, we have a Land Raider Crusader with a Storm Bolter. And for the Tzeentch Demon list, he'll be running a Brigade detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a Flux Master on a disc. We have a Flying Demon Prince and the Changeling. We have 6 10-man squads of Brimstones. We have 3 3-man squads of Tzeentch Flamers. We have 3 squads of Screamers, 2 4-man squads, and 1 3-man squad. We have 2 Burning Chariots. And last but not least, we have a Soul Grinder. Alright, deployment. I've got my Venerable Dreadnought back over here. I've got my Land Raider Crusader. Inside of there is my Close Combat Veteran Squad, along with my Watch Captain. I then have another Veteran Squad here. Another Veteran Squad on the other side. We've got my Vanguard Vets up on top here, my Watchmaster, and my Librarian. So everything's on the board starting out here. Going over deployment now for the Demons of Tzeentch. We've got his Demon Prince over here, surrounded by Brimstones. We've got the Soul Grinder with the Brimstones. We've got the Screamers. We've got some more Brimstones. Brimstones basically all along here, as you can see. We got Screamers. We got the Burning Chariot. More Screamers. We got the Changeling. Screamers. Oh no, these are the Flamers. We've got the Flux Master, more of the Screamers, more of another Burning Chariot, more Flamers, and more Screamers. All along the middle here, trying to shoot up into my zone over here and grab onto that center objective. So that's going to be it for deployment. As of right now, the Deathwatch will be going first, unless my opponent can seize the initiative, looking for a 6. No, he does not get it, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch here. My Venerable Dreadnought stayed still. These guys got out of the Land Raider moving up over this way, and then the Land Raider moved up behind him. These guys stood still, these guys stood still, he stood still, and then he moved up to the edge over here, and these guys jumped back over here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so we're going to start with him casting Null Zone. Because he's within 9 inches of the Burning Chariot, I am going to be -1 from the roll here. So I'm actually going to be looking for a 9 for this to go off here. Do not get it. And then I'm going to cast Smite. Not going to go off. All right, so starting off, we're going to go with this squad here. The 2 Infernus Heavy Bolters are going to fire both profiles into the 10-man squads of Brimstones here, and then everybody else is going to fire into the Flamers over here. So we're going to go with the ones into the Brimstones first. We're going to do the heavy Flamer profiles first. So that's going to get 3 hits. All right, so they're tough 3, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds there, 2 4-up invul saves, because they would normally be 6-up invul save, but because it's all pure Tzeentch, he gets a, what is it called, ephemeral? Yeah. So they're 4-up invul saves. They're actually 5. So he takes 1. And then the 2 heavy bolters, re-rolling 1s and 2s, not 3s, because it would be -1 to hit because I'm firing both, but re-rolling everything because of the Watchmaster. Okay, not meant to be on those. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. All right, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So 3 4-ups. Failing 2 of them. All right, so then we're going to start with the shotguns into the Flamers. Assault D6. We're going to use that profile there. So it's going to be 7 hits. Strength 3, looking for 5s to wound. Okay, so it's going to be 4 wounds there. 4 on the brims. Onto the brims. Failing 2 of them. And now here come the bolters shooting into them. I'm going to do the wounding on 2's special ammunition. So these are going to be hitting, though, on 3s. Re-rolling because of the Watchmaster there. Okay, not meant to be. These are now going to be wounding on 2s because of special ammunition. Re-rolling 1s because they are my chosen tactic. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4-up invuls. Failing 1, 2, 3 of them. All right, so now my Land Raider Crusader is going to fire. He's going to fire the Storm Bolter into his Flamer dude here. He's going to fire the 2 Hurricane Bolters into the Brimstones, and then the twin Assault Cannon into the other Brimstones over here. So we're going to go with the Hurricane Storm Bolter first. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds. Makes them both. And now the Hurricane Bolters are going to fire into the Brimstones over there. 24 shots hitting on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because of the Watch Captain there.
2 damage.
All right. 3s to wound. Get back to that. So 17 wounds into these Brimstones over here. 4-up invul saves. I think that's going to be enough to wipe the squad. Yeah, definitely enough to wipe the squad.
My dead piles are.
And then the twin Assault Cannon into the Brimstones over here. Rerolling 1s because of the Watch Captain that's right over there. Okay, not meant to be on those ones. These are now strength 6 though, so these are wounding on 2s. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4-up invul saves on these Brimstones over here. Failing 3 of them. And now this squad here is going to fire into the Brimstones over here. They're going to use the wounded on 2's special ammunition as well. So we're going to start with the Assault Cannon though first. Hitting on 4s because he moved with it. Rerolling 1s, but no none there. Wounded on 2s. Reroll, no, not rerolling 1s on these because those are troop choices. So it's going to be 4 4-ups. Failing 2. And then we have a Storm Bolter and a Bolter firing into them over here. 6 shots. We'll do them both together. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Watch Captain there. These are now going to be wounding on 2s because of specialist ammunition. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Failing all 5. All right, so now my Venerable Dreadnought's going to fire into his Soul Grinder over here. So it's going to be hitting on 2s. That is 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 1 wound. Ephemeral 4 up. No, goes through. D6 damage. Whoa, well, I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Onto a 2. Fair enough. Do I get it back because of my Warlord trait? I do not. All right, so my Librarian's going to fire into his Flamer guy here with his bolt pistol, wounding on a 2. He's going to hit on 3, wounding on a 2 because of special issue ammunition. That is going to be a wound, sir, into your Flamer here. So just one save, Neil. 1 save on him. 4 up invul. Makes it. And my Watchmaster is going to fire into him as well with his Guardian Spear. 2 shots hitting on 2s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 2s because special issue ammunition. That is going to be 2 wounds into him. So 2 invul all saves. No, he is going to be dead. And now this squad's going to fire. The frag cannons are going to fire into the Flamers. Everyone else is going to fire into the Brimstones over here. So we're going to go with the frag cannons first. So it's going to be 2d6 auto hits. Getting 9, 10, 13 hits. All right, strength 6, toughness 4, looking for 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the tactics. That is real good. So that's going to be 13 wounds onto them with their 4 up invul save that we got coming up. All right, so 13 4 ups. No, that will be the squad wiped there. And now we're going to fire the bolters into the Brimstones. Rerolling everything because of the Watchmaster up there. So that's one. Oh, that's cocked, sorry. So there we go. These are now going to be wounded on 2s because special issue ammunition. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds into those Brimstones.
You got it. 4, 7. Here we go.
4 ups. So 4 of them will be dead. And then the Stalker Pattern Bolt Gun is going to fire into them. That's going to be re-rolling because of the Watchmaster there. That's 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. AP minus doesn't make a difference. 4 ups. 1 more dead. And then these guys are going to fire. One's going to fire with his grav pistol, the other with a bolt pistol. Bolt pistol we'll be using wounding on 2s, special issue ammunition there. So we'll go with the grav pistol first, hitting on a 3. That is a hit. Strength 5, so 3 to wound. That is a wound. 4 up invul save. He's good. And then the bolt pistol, doing the same thing. Not going to hit there. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, these guys are going to charge into his chariot and into his screamer. So we're going to go into the chariot. The chariot's going to fire Overwatch here. So this is going to be his, what is it called? The melted thing?
The heavy...
Whatever, it's heavy 3, it's fine. So it's this heavy 3 melted here, so no hits there.
Okay.
And then he's got 2 flamers, or 1 flamer. So it's going to be 5 hits. Strength what?
5.
Strength 5, so 3s to wound. Toughness 4.
1.
So 2.
Oh, 2?
Right, that 5 is a wound, right?
Oh,
wounded on 3. Your
strength.
Your strength 5, and that 4 is a wound. So that's 3.
Sorry.
Because you're wounded on 3s. So that's 3 wounds there. It's all good. AP minus 1 second. All right, so they're going to be AP minus 2. So we're going to actually take them onto my storm shields first. So we'll take 2 at a time since there's 2 guys there. 3 up invul saves. Making both of those, and then 1 more. Failed that, but I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Into a 3 are good. Do I get it back? I do not. All right, and their charge distance. 8 inches will get him in. And now my watch captain is going to charge into the screamers. He is in. All right, so now my dude bros here are going to charge into his changeling. He has no overwatch coming in, so they are in. All right, so at the beginning of the fight phase, we have Locus of, what is it? Locus of Trickery. Essentially what happens is the characters that he has, so it's this guy, and this guy. At the beginning of the fight phase, we roll 2d6, discarding the highest. That, whatever that result is, my guys that attack his models within 6 inches of those characters, they are, that dice roll is a fail. Regardless of what would be necessary to make the attack here. So here we go. He's going to roll the 2d6. Discarding the highest. So 2s will be fails regardless here on for all of my attacks. All right, so my opponent's actually going to spend a CP to re-roll this. So he's going to re-roll that 2 into a 2. So it will be 2 is what it's going to be a fail. All right, so at the beginning of the phase, my opponent is also going to do Warp Surge onto his dude bro there to give him a 3-up invul save in this fight here. He's also got Formless Horror, which means that he basically takes the toughness, strength, and attacks characteristic of one of my guys. So he's going to choose the guy here, one of my guys here. So they're all basically the same. So they're all going to be toughness 4, 2 attacks, blah, blah, blah. So that's what we're going to have there. So we're going to start off the fighting here with my heavy thunderhammer attacking into him. So I'm going to have 2 attacks, hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit. That's going to be 1 hit. Strength times 2, so he's going to be wounding on 2s. That is going to be a wound. He's got his 3-up invul save. He's good. And then the power fist going into him over the ear. So 2 attacks hitting on 4s as well. That is going to be 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That is going to be 2 wounds, 2 3-up invul saves. Fails them both, and he cannot re-roll them because of Warp Surge there. So it's going to be 2 D3 damage into him. That is going to be 3, 4, 5 damage. And that's enough to kill him. All right, so now this squad's going to activate attacking into his chariot here. We've got 2 heavy thunderhammers there. So it's 2 hitting on 4s, 4 attacks hitting on 4s. That is all hits. Pretty good there. Toughness, what is this? Toughness 5. So these are going to be strength times 2, so wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds. 2 4-up invul saves. Failed them both. 2d6 damage. That is going to be 5. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll this. Into a 6, 10 damage. He is dead. All right, so then the Black Shield, everyone else was going to attack into him, I declare, but then the Watch Sergeant and the Black Shield were going to attack into the Screamers. So we're going to go with the Watch Sergeant first. So he's going to have 3 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Watch Captain over there. That's going to be 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on toughness 3, right? So toughness 4, so it's going to be looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound, 4-up invul save. But because it was with the Xeno Phase Blade, he has to re-roll a successful invul save. Into a fail. And then the Black Shield is also going to attack in here. That is going to be 2 hits for him. That is going to be 1 wound with the power sword there. Not a save. And then my Watch Captain is going to attack into his Screamers over here. So it's 4 attacks hitting on 2s. That is all hits. Wounding on 3s. Wounding on 4s, I should say. Sorry. So that is going to be 2 wounds there. These are going to be AP. It doesn't make a difference. So 4-up invul saves. But with the Xeno Phase Blade, he has to re-roll that successful one into a fail, so that's going to be another one dead. All right, so now his dude bros are going to attack into my Watch Captain over here, so he's going to have 6 attacks between the 2 of them, hitting on 3s. 1 second. It's actually hitting on 4s, so those 2 are going to be misses. These are going to be strength 6, though, so wounding on 3s. That is going to be 3 wounds. AP minus, 1 second. He's actually going to spend a command point to re-roll that. Nope, so still going to be 3 there. These are going to be AP minus 3. 1 second. AP minus 3, but he's got his 4-up Iron Halo invul save. And I make 2 of them. 2 damage. He's still alive. All right, so that's going to be it for the turn here for the Deathwatch on turn 1. So we do have some morale tests to take here. He's lost 2 guys from this squad here. So 2 plus 6 is 8, so 1 of them will be running away over here. And then these guys have lost 5. 1 second. And he's going to spend 2 CP to keep them around with insane bravery. So that's going to be it for the Deathwatch here on turn 1. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Xenos Demons on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Xenos Demons here on turn 1. These guys all moved over here. These guys advanced, but everyone else just moved around. He stayed in combat over here. Everybody over here moved around, looking over here. Everyone here moved around. They moved up over there, and that is going to be it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so starting off, these guys are going to, these brimstones are going to smite into my veterans over here. D6. Looking for a 5 or 6. No. And this unit here is going to smite into my my Vanguard vets, looking for a 6 because it's +1. No. And then his Flux Master is going to smite into them. It would be a 7 at this point, but he's got +1 to his casting, so looking for a 6. That's not going to go off. And now his Demon Prince is going to smite into my dude over here. Would be needing an 8, but he's also +1, so needing a 7. That is not going to go off. My opponent's going to spend a CP to reroll that 1. Into a 2, that's enough to go off. I'm going to try to deny it with my Dubro. In an 8, do not get it. So press stop too soon, so that's going to be D3 mortal wounds. Getting 1 mortal wound.
Okay, but it's just straight up there.
All right, so now my opponent's going to spend 1 CP for magical boon to allow him to cast another power, and he's going to cast Infernal Gateway onto my Dubro here, so he needs an 8 to go off. Does not. All right, so now his Burning Chariot is going to fire his Fire of Tzeentch into my my Land Raider over here. So it's heavy 3, so it's going to be -1 to hit, so he's going to be, because he moved with a heavy weapon, so this is going to be looking for a 4 to hit. That's going to be 2 hits there. Strength plus 4, so it's strength 9, looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. AP -4, so looking for a 6-up save. Showing that fill first.
No, it's only minus.
That is not going to get it with that 4 there. So this is going to be D3 damage. 3 damage.
I'm doing it.
And then the flamers are also going to go over here. So it's D6 hits. That's going to be 4 hits. These are going to be strength user, so strength 5. These are looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP -2, so looking for a 4-up armor save. Yeah, with that 5, he's good. Woo! All right, so now the Soul Grinder is going to fire into my Land Raider here. So we're going to go with the Harvester Cannon first. So what is this one? Heavy...
Heavy 3 and his ballistic 4 becomes ballistic 5.
So it's heavy 3, ballistic skill 4 becomes ballistic skill 5 because it's heavy and he moved. That is going to be 2 hits. Strength what?
7.
Strength 7, so looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. AP -1, so looking for a 3-up save. He's good with a 3. And then the Phlegm Bombardment is going to fire here. Heavy D6. That's going to be 2 shots here. It's gonna, yeah, 2. Ooh, once again. All right, he's gonna spend a CP to re-roll that from his Phlegm Bombardment over here. So it's going to be 6 shots, which is pretty good. These are now going to be looking for, again, 5s to hit.
Yep.
That is going to be 1 hit. Strength.
In this case, 8.
Strength 8, so looking for a 4 to wound. No. And then these flamers are going to flame into my veteran squad over here. So 3d6 auto hits. That is going to be 11, 12 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4, so looking for 4s. Come back to that. So we have 4 wounds there. AP -1, +1 because they're in cover. Looking for 3-up armor saves. And I make them all. Woo! All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, his Demon Prince is going to charge into my Land Raider over here. So we're going to fire Overwatch. We're going to go with the Twin Assault Cannon first, hitting on 6s. Getting 1 hit. Looking for a 4 to wound. That is a wound. AP -1. 1 second. All right, so it's going to be AP -1, but the 4-up invul save is going to be the better one. Just 1. He's good on there. And now the Storm Bolter. That's going to be no hits there. And now the Hurricane Bolters are going to fire. All right, so that's going to be 6 hits. These are going to be wounding on 5s. Getting no wounds. And now his charge distance needs a 6 to get in. And he's in. All right, so now these guys are going to charge into Madubro here. He's going to fire Overwatch with his Guardian Spear there. Re-rolling because of himself. Nope, no hits there. His charge distance is totally in. And now these flamers are going to charge into Madubro, so we're going to go with the frag cannons first. 2d6 auto hits. That is going to be a lot. 12, 17, 18, and 19. All right, so these are going to be 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of them being the fast attack and my tactics. Alrighty, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 4-up saves. Alright, so 4-up invul saves. That is going to be, it's pretty good. But is it? I think it is enough. You think they will be able to survive? Yeah, 2 of them will be dead. And then the bolters are going to fire here, hitting on 6s. It's going to be 3 hits, re-rolling because of the Watchmaster. Getting another hit. Wounded on 2s with the special issue ammunition. That is going to be 4 wounds there. 4 4-ups. Fails 1. And the Stalker Pattern bolt gun. Getting one hit, re-rolling. That's just the one hit. That's not going to be a wound, but re-rolling ones because of the option, because of the tactics. Into a wound. 4 up. Oh, and he's good. And his charge distance is in. And then these guys are going to charge in over here, and they're in as well. And his chariot's going to charge in over here as well. He's in. Now the brimstones are going to charge in over here. So we got bolt pistol. Is going to be a hit. That is not going to be a wound, and then the grav pistol is not going to be a hit. Their charge distance is in. And now the Flexmaster is going to charge into my dude bro up there. He's going to fire. He's going to throw a crack grenade. That is going to get a reroll because of the Watchmaster. Not going to be a hit. His charge distance. 12 will get him in. And then these brimstones are going to charge into these guys. They're in. These brims are now going to charge into my dude bros here. They're in. All right, so we're going to start off with these guys attacking into my Watchmaster over here. So he's going to have 12 attacks from them. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Come back to you with that. Strength 6, so these are going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be 3 wounds. These are going to be AP -3, so he's going to have his 4-up Iron Halo saves. Failing 2 of them, I'm going to spend his free reroll from his Warlord trait to reroll one of those. And then I'm going to spend a CP to reroll this one. That is not going to be good for either of those. Do I get that CP back? I do not. So that's going to put me, just give me 4 damage. So he's down to 2. We forgot to roll for Locus of Trickery from that guy up there. So discarding the highest. So it's going to be 2s again that are misses. All right. So now this squad's going to attack. 6 of them are going to attack into his Screamers over here. 1 guy is going to attack into the Flamer guy there. So we're going to go the 6 into the Screamers, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling everything because of the Watchmaster. Alrighty, pretty good. These are now going to be Strength 4, Toughness 4 on them, right? On the yep. So looking for Toughness 4, so looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds over here. So 6 4-up invul saves. Ooh, fails 5 of them. And then the 2 attacks into his Flamer dude. That is going to be re-rolling because of the Watchmaster. Nope, not meant to be. That is Toughness 4 or 3? Toughness 4, so that's not going to be a wound, and it's not a 1, so I don't get to re-roll it. Alright, so now his Flexmaster is going to attack into my Librarian. He's going to have 1 attack with the disc, which is going to be that blue one, and the 2 green are going to be from him. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Alright, so that's going to be 2 hits. These are now going to be, that's Strength 4, that's Strength 3. So that's going to be, this is going to be wounding on a 5. Nope, and this one's going to be wounding on a 4. No.
Weapon skill 5.
Now this Flamer guy is going to attack in here, Weapon Skill 5. It's going to be 2 hits. 4, so looking for 4s to wound. No wounds. We got the 1 Screamer here. 4s to hit. No hits. All right, so here come the attacks from the Chariot over here. These are going to be the ones from the Chariot Rider, and these are going to be from the Screamers pulling the Chariot. So these are going to be Strength 5, AP -1, 1 damage. These are going to be Strength 6, AP -3, 2 damage. But all of them are going to be hitting on 4s. Here we go, on 4s. Alrighty. Pretty good on those Screamers. These are now Strength 6, so looking for 3s to wound. Alright, so getting 4 wounds there. These are going to be AP -3, so looking for 6-up saves. Show me those fill faces. Getting no fill faces. And now his Demon Prince is going to attack into my Land Raider over here. So he's going to have 4 attacks with his sword and then 1 attack with his Malefic Talon over there. So these are going to be, all 5 attacks are going to be hitting on 2s.
Yep. All Strength 7.
All hitting on 2s. There we go. And they're all going to be Strength 7, so all of them are going to be wounding on 5s. Getting no wounds. Alright, so now these guys are going to attack into my Vanguard Vets. There's 14 guys there, so it's going to be 28 attacks. We're going to do these 14 at a time. So the first 14 attacks hitting on 5s. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. These are Strength, looking for 5s to wound, right? Not 6s. They're Strength. No, they're Strength 2, right?
They need 6s.
Yes, they need 6s. That's going to be 1 wound there. 3-up save. He's good. And then second volley on 5s to hit. 2 hits there. Oh no, these are going to be wounding on 6s. Nothing. And then we got 9 guys into this squad over here. These are going to be all 18 attacks coming in. Looking for 5s to hit. Alrighty. There we go. And these are going to be looking for 6s to wound again. Getting 2 wounds. 2 3-up armor saves. Making them both with filth bases. Woo! And then the Screamer is going to attack here. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. Getting 2 hits, strength 6, so 3s to wound. That is 2 wounds, 8 minus 3. So I'm going to do them onto the Storm Shields first. So it's just going to be onto the Storm Shields, those 2. So he's going to be looking for 3-up invul saves. And I make them both. All right, so now my Watch Captain's going to attack back into his Screamer there with his 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of himself. That is going to be all hits. Where's your character over here?
Right there.
But he's not within 6 inches. Yeah, look at the trigger. It doesn't make a difference. So we're good. So it's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on strength 4, toughness 4, 4s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. AP doesn't make a difference. 4-up invul saves. Rerolling both those because it's Xeno Phase Blade. Failing 1. And now my Sergeant's going to attack into him. Everyone else is going to go into the Brim. So into the Screamer with the Sergeant. Rerolling 1s. So that's going to be wounding on 4s. Getting 1 wound. Rerolling that because it's a Xeno Phase Blade. That is a 3, so he is going to fail and be dead. Now we got the 3 attacks from my black shield. That is going to be 1 hit. 1 wound, so 4-up invul save. No. Then we're going to have the heavy Thunderhammers. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Okay. Killing on 2s. That is going to be 2 4-up invuls. Failing both. Regular Thunderhammers. 4s to hit. 2s. That's 2 4-ups. Making them both. And now the Power Fist from the Terminators there. Rerolling 1s, thankfully, for the Watch Captain. Okay. All right, so now these 2 guys are going to go into the small unit. These 3 guys are going to go into the bigger unit. We're going to go with the Heavy Thunderhammer first. That's going to be 2 hits. That is 1 wound. That's good. The Power Fist. 1 hit. 1 second. Just out of range for the Captain there. That is going to be a wound. 4-up invul. It's the guy. Then we're going to have 3 with the chain saw over there. That's going to be 3 hits. That is going to be 2 wounds. Makes 1, fails 1. 2 from the guy with the mace. That is 2 more. Fails 1. And 3 with the guy with the lightning claws there. That's going to be 2 hits. 2 wounds. Makes them both. All right, so now my Librarian's going to attack into his Fluxmaster here. He's got 3 attacks hitting on 3s. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be all wounds. These are going to be 4-up invul saves. Makes them all. All right, so now my dude bro over here is going to attack. He's got 4 attacks. He would be hitting on 2s, but 2s are going to be fails. So I reroll 1s. You'll see what happens. So hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of his ability. All right, so no 2s. So these are all hits. These count. These are now going to be woo. All right, strength +1. So these are going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be only 1. 4-up invul save. He's not good. D3 damage. 1 second. And here we go. D3, 3 damage, so 1 of them will be dead. And now my Land Raider is going to attack into his dude bro over here. Getting 1 hit. 1 wound.
Curse of the Leper, smite.
No, takes a wound. All right, so that's the end of the phase. We do have some leadership tests to take here. These guys over here lost 4 guys. +1 is good to go. These guys lost 2. +1 is good to go. These guys lost 2. +6, 1 of them will run away. These guys lost 1, but they cannot fail because they've got leadership 7. This guy back here lost 2. Plus 6, he runs away. And then he lost 2 as well. Plus 1 is good to go. And then I lost, I've got 3 guys there. I lost 4 guys from that squad. So 4 plus 5 is 9. That would be a fail, but rerolling because of when they shall know no fear. With a 2, they are good to go. So that is going to be it for the Demons of Tzeentch turn here on turn 1. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 2. All right, movement phase. My Venerable Dreadnought moved up over this way. He fell back out of combat. He moved around over here. They stayed in combat. These guys stayed still. He fell back out of combat. He stayed in combat. These guys moved up around over here. Fell back out of combat over here. These guys fell back out of combat, and that is it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so we're going to start with him casting Null Zone, looking for an. Am I within the range of the messing around with me with that chariot? Want to check? The cacophony of whatever's. Yeah. All right, so looking for a 9 for this to go off. Does not go off. And then I'm going to cast Smite. Oh, I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one of those. There we go. It didn't go off, but at least it doesn't kill me. And I did get back that CP with my Warlord trait. And now these guys, because they have fly, can shoot. They're going to shoot into the Flamer guy. Bolt pistol. That's a hit. That is a wound. That is a save, though. And then the Grav pistol is not going to be a hit there. All right, this squad here is going to fire into the Flamers of Tzeentch. So we're going to go with the Heavy Flamers and the Heavy Bolters first into them. That is going to be 9 hits with the Flamers. My bad, I meant Screamers, not the Flamers. So these are going to be the 9 hits here. Strength 5, looking for 3s to wound. Alrighty. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. 5 4-ups. Failing 4 of them. And then the Heavy Bolters. Re-rolling because of Watchmaster there. Alrighty. Oh no, that 3 would not be hit. These are now looking for 3s. Alrighty, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, makes them all. Do the 2 shotguns, auto hitting. So that's going to be 10 hits. 5s to wound. Getting 1, 2, 3 wounds. Fails 1. And then the bolters firing in there. Re-rolling. Wounding on 2s. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there. Fails 2, so he is dead. And then he's going to fire his bolt pistol into the small group. That's a hit. That is a wound. Over here, 4-up.
I know, that's why I'm...
No. All right, so now my dude bro here is going to fire his twin last cannon over here. Storm bolter into him. So we're going to do the twin last cannon first. That is going to be no hits. And then the storm bolter. That's going to be 3 hits. Getting 1 wound. 4-up. No. All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, he is going to charge into his Demon Prince over here, needing a 7-inch charge. And he's in. And then he's going to charge into the small squad there. He's in. So at the beginning of the phase here, into the fight phase, he is going to warp surge him over here. And then we have to do Locus of Change. So 1s will be failures there. Gonna leave that there. So 1s would be failures, will be failures. So that is going to be it for that. So now we're gonna go into the fight phase. We're gonna start over here with him punching into him. So I've got 4 attacks hitting on 2s. That is all hits. These are going to be wounding on 2s. I am going to spend a CP to reroll this. That's going to be 4 wounds there. He's got 3 up in Vol saves. No reroll. No reroll. Failing 1 of them. So that's going to be D3 damage. Oh no, just a flat 3 damage. So he'll take 3 damage. And then he is also going to attack here because he charged. Rerolling because of him, the 1 there. So that's going to be 4 hits. That is, wow! No! And then these guys are going to attack. We'll go with the sergeant first. That is going to be 1 hit. That is a wound. 4 up invul save.
Not close enough to him.
Yep, good. Black shield. Rerolling 1s because of the watch captain there. So that's going to be 3 hits.
Yes.
That is going to be 1 wound.
Everything that's not a big monster.
Dead. 2 attacks with the heavy thunderhammers. Rerolling 1s. So that's going to be 2 hits.
Yeah, exactly. They just had too many wounds.
That is 2 4-ups. 1's dead. Regular thunderhammers. That's all hits. That is all wounds. 4 of them. And that is 3 dead. And then the power fist from the Terminators. 2 hits.
You shoot wherever you want to shoot.
1 wound. 4-up save. He's good. All right, so now his Flex Master is going to attack into me. We've got 2 attacks from him, 1 attack from the disc. These are going to be hitting on 4s. That's going to be 1 hit there. Strength 3, so 5 to wound. No wound. So then I'm going to attack back over here. That is going to be all hits. That is going to be no wounds. All right, so now his Demon Prince is going to attack into my Venerable Dreadnought over here. So he's going to have 4 attacks with his sword, 1 attack with the Malefic Talon. These are going to be hitting on 2s. All hits there. These are strength 7, toughness 7, so 4s to wound. Getting 1 wound with the sword there. That's going to be AP minus 3, right? So looking for a 6-up save. No, that goes through for 3 damage. So 3, 6-up. Is it D3? I thought the sword was straight 3. 1 second. It is straight 3 damage into him over here. It is minus 2, but that still was a fail with that 3 that I made. So these are going to be 6-up, ignoring wounds because of being venerable. And I ignore 1 of them. All right, so now his Brimstones are going to attack back over here. 1 guy over here, or 2 attacks from that 1 guy. Not getting 1 hit.
Okay. 6.
Hey! 3-up save. Of course. And then 2 guys into my captain over here. That is going to be 2 hits. 6s to wound. 1 wound. But he's good. All right, so that's going to be it for the turn here for the Deathwatch. We do have some leadership tests. They lost 5 guys. 5 plus 1 is good to go. These guys lost 2 guys. Plus 2. They are good to go. And that is going to be it. Now, he already lost it last turn. Yeah, everyone else is fine. So that's going to be it for the Deathwatch turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the demons on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Tzeentch demons here on turn 2. He moved around over this way. He stayed in combat up here. He stayed in combat over here. This one guy stayed in combat, and these guys walked up towards him here. He stayed in combat. They walked up towards them. He stood still. He jumped up over to here, and that is it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the psychic phase. So we're going to start over here with psychic phase. He's going to cast Smite. Does not go off. All right, this one guy is going to smite into them. No, these guys are going to smite into them because he wants to keep him alive and keep him in combat.
Yes.
So this guy's going to go over here because when they try to cast, they die. One of them has to die. So this guy's going to attack, cast.
6.
Nope. No, does not go off. And now he's going to cast Smite into my librarian over here, looking for a 6 because he's got +1 to his cast, and then looking for a 7. That does go off on a 6. I am going to try to deny that. And I don't with a 5. So D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds.
6, 7.
And then the Demon Prince is also going to cast looking for 7 because he's got +1 to his cast as well. No, that does not go off. You're going to spend a CP to reroll. Going to spend a CP to reroll one of those. On that. Does not go off, but does not kill him. All right, so he's going to spend 1 CP to allow him to cast a second power. It's going to be, what is it? Bolt of Change into his face there. So looking for, what is this? 8.
Yeah, I can't jack this one.
Oh, but it goes off. So what does it do now?
Can you deny or you're out of denies?
I'm out of denies. I only got 1 deny.
Alright, so you're going to take D3 mortal wounds?
D3 mortal wounds. That's going to be 1 mortal wound. 6-up ignoring. But I don't. All right, so into the shooting phase. He is going to fire into my Land Raider over here. So we're going to start with his, what is this, the first one? Harvester Cannon. So hitting on 5s because he moved. No hits. And then heavy D6 over here. So 1 shot that he's going to have here. My opponent's going to spend his last CP on this. So he's going to have it roll again.
Really interesting.
into what is that? Into four here. So he's gonna have 4 shots, looking for 5s again. Getting 2 hits. These are now going to be strength 7, so 5s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. AP.
I'm sorry, strength 8. That's minus 2.
Strength 8, so 4 is so wait 1 second. All right, so that's going to be 2 wounds over there. AP minus 2. So looking for 4 up armor saves. And I make 1, fail 1. All right, so now he is going to fire his the big strength ones into him, and then the flamer into that squad. Was that right? That squad over there. So here we go with the big shots hitting on 5s. Getting 1 hit. Strength 8, so looking, or strength 9, so looking for 3 to wound. No wound. And then the flamer into those guys, D6 shots. That's 1 hit. Strength enough to make it 5, so 3s to wound. That's 1 wound. AP minus 2, so looking for a 5-up save. No, failed. All right, now he is going to fire into my Watchmaster over here. D6 hits. Getting 5 hits. All right, so 5 hits. These are going to be strength 4, so 4s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. AP minus 1, plus 1 because he's in cover there. So it's looking for a 2-up armor save. And he's good. All right, into the assault phase. Soul Grinder is charging into my Venerable Dreadnought. He makes it in. Now his Flamer guy is going to charge into my Watchmaster over here, overwatching. Rerolling because of himself. Getting 1 hit, wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 4 up. No, he is dead. These guys are going to charge in over there, 3 inches. And then these guys are going to charge into my Vanguard vets with a bolt pistol. Rerolling because of the watch captain there. Nope. And then the grav pistol. Rerolling because of the watch captain there. No hits. Wow, 1s and 5s. Their charge. Totally in. All right, so now his Soul Grinder here is going to attack into my Venerable Dreadnought. He's going to use the sword, so he's going to get to re-roll these attacks. So he's got 5 attacks hitting on 4s. Re-rolling that fail there. Okay, so that's just going to be 3 hits. Those are going to be strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 2 wounds there. These are going to be AP minus, what were they again? 1 second. AP minus 3 on the sword here, so these are going to be looking for 6-up saves. No fill face there, so then we've got, that's going to be 3 damage apiece here, so 6 damage. Looking for at least 2 fill faces here. If I can get 2 fill faces, he'll still be alive. Come on, show me those fill faces. Getting just the 1. Oh, I'm going to, man, oh man, 1 second. All right, so I'm going to spend a CP to try to re-roll that 6 there. Show me the fill face. No, not enough. So he is dead. Does he explode? No, he does not. The one good news is that I got that CP back, so I am still at 2 CP.
18.
All right, so we're going to have 9 guys over here attacking, so they're going to have 18 attacks from them into my dude bros. So these are going to be hitting on 5s. Alrighty, getting a couple hits in there. These are now going to be wounding on 6s. No wounds. And then 14 attacks from these guys. Hitting on 5s. Alrighty, that's pretty good there. But wounding on 6s. Ooh, getting 2 wounds there. 2 3-ups. Making them both.
No.
All right, so now his guy up here is going to start us in the regular fight phase into my Librarian. Looking for 4s. Getting all hits there.
So strength 3, strength 4.
So strength, he's going to be looking for 5s. Getting 1 wound there. Minus 1, so that's going to be looking for 4 up. No, he is dead. All right, so over here, my sergeant is going to put his attacks into the 1 guy over there. Everyone else is going to go into the bigger squad. So the sergeant over here. Rerolling 1s because of the watch captain over there. That's 2 hits. That is toughness 2, right? Oh, no, toughness 3. So 3. So that's going to be 1 wound there. Looking for a 4-up. Makes it, but has to reroll because of Xeno Phase Blade. And he did. And then we've got heavy thunderhammers. 2s. That is going to be 3 wounds there. Makes 1 of them. Sorry, makes 2, fails 1. Now the regular thunderhammers. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds.
Nope.
2 fails. And now the power fists. Rerolling 1s because of the captain. Okay. 2s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. Fails 2. And now there's one guy over here is going to fight back. Getting 1 hit. No wound. So then I'm going to attack back over here. All hits. That is all wounds. 4 ups. Yes. And he's dead. And now over here, Heavy Thunderhammer. Rerolling 1s because of the watch captain. That's 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. 1 dead. Power fist. Getting 2 hits. 2 wounds. 1 dead. Chainsword. 3 hits. 2 wounds. 2 dead. Lightning Claw. That's going to be 2 hits. 2 wounds. 1 dead. And then the Power Maul, 2 hits. 1 wound. And 1 dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the Xenos Demons turn here on turn 2. So we do have some morale tests to take here. They lost 6 over this turn. 6 plus 6. They are going to be gone. And then he lost 6 as well. Plus 3, he is gone as well. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch here. They all moved up over this way, including my watch captain. They stood still, he stood still, he stood still. Over here, my jump guys moved up towards here. They stood still, and that is going to be it for the movement phase. So we will come back to you with the Psychic is dead, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase.
I had nothing.
All right, so starting off the shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into his Demon Prince over here. We're going to start with the Assault Cannon first, hitting on 4s because he moved. Rerolling 1s because of the watch captain.
No.
Alrighty then, that's 2 hits, strength 6, so looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound, AP minus 1, 4 up invul. No. And then the bolters from the Storm Bolter and the 1 bolter on my watch sergeant are going to fire into him over here. So that's going to be 6 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the watch captain there. Alright, these are going to be wounded on 2s because of special issue ammunition. That is going to be 4 wounds, 4 regular saves. Fails 2 of them. And he is dead with those 2 failed saves. All right, so now the Deathwatch frag cannons here are going to fire into his chariot. 4d6 shots. So that's going to be 13 hits. Strength 6, toughness 5, so 3s to wound. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4 up invul saves. 11 4 up invul saves.
They have autoguns. Autoguns are rapid fire.
So he fails 4 of them. All right, so my Watchmaster is going to fire into him as well. He's going to have his 2 shots. He's got the Bane Bolts of Erixia over here, so he's going to have 2 shots hitting on 2s. That is 2 hits, wounding on 2s, special issue ammunition.
These 4 are going to fire.
That is going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 1, doesn't make a difference. 2 4-up saves.
See if those hit.
Makes 1, fails 1, that's 3 damage. And now these guys are going to fire. We're going to fire with the bolt pistol first. That's a hit. Wounded on 2.
I didn't D6 though.
No wound there. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that.
22.
Into a wound.
That's
4 up.
pretty damn decent.
Oh, he's good. And I got the CP back for this turn because I got the other one from the last turn, so still a 2. And then the Grav Pistol.
22. Right.
That is going to be re-rolled because of the Watch Captain, Watchmaster up there, so that's a hit. Strength 5, toughness 5, so 4 to wound.
Cool.
That's no wound. And this squad here is going to fire everything into his Flexmaster there. So we're going to go with the Flamers first. That's going to be 9 hits from the Flamer. All right, he's toughness 3, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. 4 up invul save. Makes all but 1.
Wow.
And then the heavy bolters from them. Minus 1 to hit because of the, but re-rolling those ones. So that's going to be all hits. That's going to be 4 wounds. And those 3 will mean he is dead. All right, so now my Land Raider here is going to fire. He's going to fire a Hurricane Bolter and a Storm Bolter into his chariot. Everything else is going to fire into his Soul Grinder. So we're going to do the twin assault cannon into the Soul Grinder. He's going to re-roll because of the Watchmaster up there. All right, so that's going to be all hits. These are now going to be wounding on 5s. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds there. These are going to be AP -1 for 4-ups. Fails 1. Fails 2 of them. And then the Hurricane Bolter into him over here, 12 shots as well. Rerolling. Oop, this one is rerolled as well. All right, these are now strength 4, so looking for 5s to wound. So getting 1, 2, 3 wounds there. 3 saves. Fails 2. Never mind, he's got a 3-up armor save. So those assault cannons were AP -1, so those 3s would have failed, but those 2 from the Hurricane Bolters did not. And then the Storm Bolter and Hurricane Bolter will fire them all again into him. Re-rolling. All right, these are now going to be looking for 5s to wound because he's tough 5. Hey, get back here. That is going to be cocked. All right, that's going to be 4 wounds there. 4-ups. No, failed them all, and he is dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my Land Raider Crusader is going to charge into his dude bro over here.
Big gun.
Big gun. Getting 1 hit. Strength. 1 second. Strength 7, so looking for a 5 to wound. No wound. And then D6 shots. 1 shot on a 6. Nothing. So his charge distance. 3 inches won't get him in. No, I lied. He was within 4 inches, so he got in over there. And then he's got his frag assault launchers on a 4+. It'll do D3 mortal wounds to him. No. And these guys need a 5-inch charge to get in over here. They're in. And then he is going to charge in as well. 9 inches, won't get him in.
Yeah, right here.
All right, so into the fight phase, we're going to start with my squad over here. They're going to attack into his Soul Grinder over here. I'm going to spend my last 2 command points on Malleus Doctrine, which will allow him to allow them to add 1 to their wound rolls against him in this fight phase. So we're going to start over here. We'll start with the 2 heavy Thunderhammers first. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. Getting no hits. And now the regular Thunderhammers. They're going to hit. There we go. So that's going to be, that's going to be 3 hits there. These are going to be strength 8, toughness 7. So wounding on 3s, +1 because of Malleus Doctrine, wounding on 2s. That is going to be 2 wounds. 2 4-up invul saves. Makes 1, fails 1. Now we got the Power Fist coming in over here. That is going to be 3 hits. Again, 2s to wound because of Malleus Doctrine there. That is going to be 2 wounds. 2 4-ups. Fails 1, makes 1. D3 damage on that one. That is going to be 2 damage. And then we've got the Watch Sergeant. That is going to be 3 hits. Wounding, would be wounding on 5, so now wounding on 4s. That is going to be 1 wound there. 4-up. He doesn't make it. And then my Land Raider hitting on 6s. 1 second. He's within 6 of my Watchmaster there, so re-rolling. Not helping me there. So these are going to be wounding on 3. No wound. All right, so now he is going to attack back. He's going to use his claw onto my Land Raider over here. So he's going to have 3 attacks now because of the profile zap, but still hitting on 4s. Getting 2 hits. These are strength what now?
16.
16, so 2s to wound. That is 2 wounds. These are going to be AP -3, so looking for 5-up saves. And I make 1, fail 1, so D6 damage.
I'm not going to kill him, though.
Does 5 damage. All right, that is going to be it for the Deathwatch turn here on turn 3. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Tzeentch Demons on turn 3. All right, so that's going to be it for movement phase. She's going to stay in combat. So we're going to go straight into the fighting phase here. So are you going to attack again into my Land Raider? Back into the Land Raider over here. So he's going to have his 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. That is going to be 3 hits, wounding on 2s. That is going to be 2 wounds, 2 5-up armor saves. Making 1, failing 1, D6 damage.
Come on, go away.
Oh, 1 damage. And now my squad's going to attack back with the heavy thunderhammers. That is going to be 1 hit. But that is going to be a wound. AP -3, so 4 up invul save. Always good. Then we've got the regular thunderhammers. That was 1 cocked one there. So that's going to be 2 hits here. That is going to be 2 wounds. Failed 1, down to 1 wound. And the power fists. That is going to be 1 hit. That is going to be a wound. And he makes a save. And my captain, oh captain, my captain, making 2 hits. Making 1 wound. 4 up invul. Reroll it because it's a Xenos phase blade.
He's down to 3.
Oh, and that is it. He is dead. Let's see if he explodes. All right, he does. So let's see if he does explode. No, not on a 1. And that will be the end of the game with a resounding victory for the Deathwatch. Yeah, that was a crazy. So my guy with the jump pack over here still held the objective the entire time, and then because I tabled him here, I obviously won on those points there. So a victory in open play. It was fun lining up in the middle here because it came down to that whoever went first there to decide who was going to get it. So it was a killer matchup there because all of his guys wanted to be all up in my grill, and a lot of my guys had the ability to shoot. So I was like, I'm just going to try to go up there to contest that objective, which is why I focused in the beginning to clear out the center there to get him away from that objective and then hopefully get it myself, which I did. So, yeah, but a ton of fun. It's always fun to play these games, and it was interesting to see demons on the table again, and a whole, like, pure demons army, which is fun. And my opponent actually painted this entire armor, or most of the paint on these paint jobs was done with the contrast paint. So it was kind of cool to see like a very beautifully painted army done with these contrast paints, which is pretty amazing, pretty awesome to see that. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil the Glacial Geek as always. My opponent's been Neil, and until next time, have fun.